Cuties. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat with Cuties. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cuties. What's up, cuties? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay, I see I'm moving up there. How did I get that avatar? I have no idea. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining me for this Power Hour Live. I appreciate you guys. You guys know with Power Hour, I really can't say hello to each and every one of you. Give me 1 second. Let me get my phone ready. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. I got that going. But shout out to you guys. Shout out to the cutie crew. Shout out to the cutie mods. I see the legend of the mods, child, Linda Gamble. I see the legend, period, Aunt Debbie, in the chat modding. I saw my sis Pink Diva, my sis, also in here. And to each and every one of you, thank you for modding. Hey, Glam Rocks. How are you? How are you? And shout out to the cutie crew if I didn't say it already. But we're going to get started because I got a lot, not a lot, but a lot. A couple hot topics, and then we're going to get into some Huntsville happenings. But I do want to first start this thing off by saying again, congratulations to Mama V, as well as mastered RN degree. I wrote it down. Oh, here it is. Yes. Mastered, if I'm not mistaken, RN degree. Those were the two Cutie Crew sisters that won last night. And I'll check Instagram to see if you guys DM me. I'll give you further instructions, but the tickets have been purchased. You guys are well on your way. So again, one requirement, and you guys gonna hear that in a short video that I'm gonna play. Take lots of pictures and video if you can. But congratulations to the Cutie Crew sisters that were the winners of that crazy contest, child. I just could not get it together last night. It wasn't my fault. That Kahoot. But currently 215 of you watching. Thank you guys so much. If you can hit the like button, please hit the like button on your way in. As my sis just said, I see you, master. Oh, it is master, not mastered. Master registered nursing degrees. Pluralize, child. I see you in the chat. I'm looking on my phone, but congratulations to you again. I'll check Instagram after we are done. So that's that on that. Let me remove that. Mods, if you see anything that needs to be removed, remove it. For those of you that are chatting with us, please, if you have to think twice about saying it or thinking it, please don't put it in the chat. Be creative. I promise you, we will know what you're talking about. Hey, Angela Richardson. Hello. All right, let's get started, guys. Where do I want to start? I want to start with these hot topics. Well, I'll start with this. First, let me put my disclaimer up. We mentioned Joey Chavez. couple weeks ago. Professional child, baby mama, if you ask me. She has a daughter by Bow Wow. She has a son by Future, the rapper, and she is currently preggers. So a couple weeks ago, when we spoke about Joey, she was going off on people for asking her if she was still with her next future baby daddy. So I'm gonna be sharing a couple things real quickly. Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked, as well as from Attorney Ben Crump's page. This is permitted under fair use, and I'll go ahead and put that banner at the bottom as well so it can scroll. But I want you guys to take a look at Joey. She seemed much happier than she did in that video that we looked at last week, I think it was. She looked much, much happier. And the reason why is because the future baby daddy, Trayvon Diggs, is there, is at this baby shower. Look, 3 multimillionaires is who she's had 2 so far, and one she looks like she's about to pop any day. Multimillionaires. Before I show the slides, you guys let me know if you think there's anything wrong with it. It's not like she slept with herself. Hey, Samantha. It's not like she slept with herself. So these men are definitely partly responsible. Is it wrong for her? I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Do you guys think that that is distasteful? Or look, everybody grown or whatever? Let me know while we look at some slides. But let me click play on this. Shout out to the Shade Room. I think he bought us some diamonds or something, child. What is that? Oh, it's a watch. That kick, that kiss he gave her was real quick. But if you nosy like me, child, you know that Future, that's the only way that he say that is real. If he give women an AP watch. So I don't know what type of watch she was just gifted from Tron. But yeah, she looks cute. She looks cute. Veronica, you say who wants to be a career baby mama? What if it's rich, child? She just secured another 18 years. Her daughter, Shy by Bow Wow, probably is 13-ish, 12, 13-ish. She still got a couple more years on that child support. Future, she probably got about 15 more years with him. And child, this one is going to reset the clock. Reset the clock. So she looks cute. And Joey is 2 women, and I'm gonna move on. It's 2 women that make me just feel so crazy. It is Joey and Sierra, 2 women that get pregnant, and next thing you know, they body yaddy is auditing real quickly, and they both work out. But congratulations to Joey. Like I said, she looks much happier. And I don't hold me on this, but I think this may be Trayvon's 6th or 7th child. Future, we know, got 17, 18 of. My degree is real, say her pocketbook. Okay, Pink Diva hit it. I think you said Tide Child, but thank you. Now come on now. What's her name? Whoever message that was. You know you can't say the ooch with the C in front of it. So yeah, thank you, sis. Oh, baby, the moms are on it. You hear me? But let's move on because I really want to get to these Huntsville happenings real quickly. But the next one, I don't know if I'm gonna show them. Well, I'll show them real quickly. Only because Scrappy. Are you guys fans of Love and Hip Atlanta and Scrappy? Scrappy is one of the most messy men, wishy-washy. He go from hating one baby mama, Bambi, to Erica. One week he vacationing with Erica and smiling up in her face, and then the next week he's with Bambi. I guess it could be considered a plus. I guess it can be considered co-parenting. But take a look at what Bambi had to say about it.
Got nothing to do with co-parenting. Our kids ain't here. This is not definitely co-parenting. This is not co-parenting. This is definitely co-parenting. We both just talked to our kids. We did, but this is not co-parenting. This is like coexisting. This is co-working. We're not even working right now. We off the clock, but we still at work. I'm not at work. I ain't doing shit. I'm at fucking work because we can't leave and go nowhere. Because we leave and go somewhere, we fired. So we're at work. Oh yeah. Yeah, we at work. You right. Nigga, you right.
All right. Enough. I see you all's comment. Glamrock say Scrappy must have a big payanus, because the way they keep going back. Yes, ma'am. I agree. Also, Mama D ruined Scrappy, if you ask me. I do not watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But the reason why I really wanted to touch on Scrappy, I wish I would have had the picture ready. You guys remember at Scrappy's divorce party, that's where Ariane Curry was. Remember, she thought she was going to get a big break and be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was there, and it was so crazy to me because she was smiling right after Young Jock said they were looking for women to F that night at his boy's divorce party. So those of you that watch Love and Hip Hop, let me know if you ever saw AC. I doubt if she made the cut. I'm gonna spend 60 more seconds on this, probably 30. Another thing that Scrappy has been in the news about recently is he and Chaotic. I do like Chaotic, content creator. He's also on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. He and Scrappy got into it. Scrappy threatened the guy and all that type of stuff. And Chaotic made a song last week. I like that as well. Oh, shoot. What's the name of it? It may be Competition or something like that. Anyway, Scrappy is not his boy. And word on the curb is where we just saw Scrappy and Bambi, they are in London. And Chaotic posted a video yesterday. He was over there day before, one of them. Anyway, word around the curb is he had to leave because Scrappy allegedly tried to put them paws on Chaotic. So you guys know that saying, put them paws, that really started for me from Scrappy. But that's it on that. Let me get into some quick political news. The Orange Man. And I'm just gonna put screen. I'm not even gonna play it. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk, but this is absolutely disgusting to me. He wants to give federal immunity to POs, officers, so they can do their job. Now, this is in light of the unaliving of Sonia Massey. Trump want them all to have federal immunity. I just saw a video before this live started of some officers. I believe they may be in Louisiana. This African American brother was handcuffed. One little bitty short officer just punched him in his face. Only thing the guy asked was what I do, and next thing you know, he punched him in the face. So Trump's wants immunity for people like that. And I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna play something else real quickly. Be careful. Exercise your right to vote. But some things is dangerous. And I really do think that 45 is the Orange Man is dangerous. And let me play this real quickly from Attorney Ben Crump's page. Miss Charlene Child, let me go ahead and play this message. And she's hilarious. Listen to the message. Be quiet. Be quiet. She a mess. In your mouth. You don't want to make a difference, then be quiet.
Be quiet. Shut up.
That's about it. Vote or shut up. Like she just said, if you don't want to make a difference, then be quiet. Be quiet. So exercise your vote, and really, because again, I try to be fair. I don't know who voting for who, but I'm blue. Exercise your vote, and be careful if again you voting for the other side. That's all I'm gonna say. If you voting for the orange man, be careful, because it can your vote can affect generations to come. And unfortunately, if somebody unalive a nephew, a niece, a son, a daughter, whatever, he want those people to have immunity. Okay, he want them to have immunity. So that's that on that. But in other political news, real quickly, Kamala ain't playing with him, baby. She's not playing with him. I just want to put the latest poll up. Kamala has also raised $200 million in the first week of her campaign. And you guys see the numbers. She is ahead in these key states as of now. As of now. So that's who got my vote, period, point blank. And I love the momentum and the excitement. If I'm not mistaken, tonight's Zoom call will be dudes for Kamala. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I'll touch on this and then move on. But the villages in Florida is a mainly red area. Um, and they showed out at that golf cart parade. And they say that the reason why a lot of them may be switching their vote because the orange man wants to get rid of or remove Social Security benefits and Medicare. So just imagine that. Just imagine that. You know, crazy. But is that it? Is that it for my hot topics? Let me go through my little tabs. But I see you guys, 454 of you. Thank you so much. I hope you have hit the like button for me. This is just because I'm greedy, child. I'm just gonna put this up here because I'm greedy, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into this Huntsville happenings. Chipotle. Reason why I wanted to share this again because I'm greedy. And then it was fresh on my mind after looking, not fresh, but Sunny spoke about this last week. She says that, she's when she goes out for fast food, she's a vegetarian or vegan. One of them. And that's all she gets is like. Anyway, if you greedy like me, this how greedy I am. I told my big sister to lick when you go to Chipotle. People have been complaining that when you go to Chipotle, they're gonna load you up with rice and the vegetables and lettuce and all of that, and give you a half a scoop of chicken, beef, or whatever. The lick that I told my sister is you go ahead and say, I'll take chicken. You let them finish that whole look, it's still gonna be small scoop. And then you say, can you double that? That way they got to do the same thing. It's a shame you got to do that. A lot of people have been complaining. It got all the way up to the CEO of Chipotle, and he said that some restaurants were skimping on food. Changes will be made. There was a couple employees that said in their training, they were told to skimp on meat. So, enough. Times are hard out here. We pay enough for food and all of that. And yeah, it shouldn't have happened anyway. So if you are a Chipotle lover, put it in the chat. I am, and that's good news. That's good news. Chipotle is also good if you're keto. Naturally, you can't have the rice and all that stuff, but whatever. Yes, double the meat. But Teresa, let them put the first, don't say double beforehand. Tell them what meat you want, and then after say, can you double that? Tawan, I'm about to talk about you. Okay, a lot of people like Chipotle. Yes. Hey, Neva P. But yes, that's the lick, Teresa. Yes, you want double meat, but say it after the first scoop. because they do be skimping. So that's good news for us. That's for those of us that's a little greedy. But Traces of Twine Life is here. And since I was definitely about to talk about you, I am going to play a quick video. And if you guys can see this picture, let me try the other way. Hold on, Twan. If it's open, it's not. Don't get. It's not. I thought it was open the other way. But this picture on the screen is Traces of Twan, my sis, Cutie Crew sis. She was at Mel's event in Florida yesterday. This is Twan and Mel on the screen. Twan, first of all, you look amazing. Amazing. Keep doing the damn thing. For those of you that are subscribed to Traces of Twan, you'll know that she is on a weight loss journey. She's very consistent, motivates me from the screen, all of the above. And her and Mel both looking gorgeous. So I do want to show real quickly some behind the scenes. Thank you again, Twan. I'm going to play a little video that I uploaded and I have it on private. Then we're going to move on, child, to Wanda. Okay. But hit the like. I'm not looking at the comments anymore. If you got something that you want me to see, put a color on it. I don't care if it's $1, child. Put a color on it. Let's see. Let me make sure this is loading for you guys. And it is. Now, I also want to do something else. Let me put these speakers closer to my mic. And you guys take a look. Thank you again, Twan. All right, cuties. So I decided to go ahead and stick this video in this. Hold on. Let's make sure this volume all the way up. It's not. My goodness. Okay, I hope you guys were able to hear the other stuff. Hey, good bell. Okay, let me go ahead and rewind this back and play. All right, cuties. So I decided to go ahead and stick this video in this Power Hour Live. I do want to start off by saying congratulations to the two Cutie Crew sisters that won tickets that I purchased last night. We had Mama V. We also had Mastered RN Degree. Congratulations again to you ladies. Make sure you DM me on Instagram. You'll get all of the details, but the tickets have been purchased. One requirement, send me video, okay? Take lots of video, take lots of pictures, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the Mimosas with Melody Standing on Business event in Huntsville on August the 10th. Next, I want to say shout out to my Cutie Crew, sis, Traces of Twan's Live. Twan, I appreciate you so very much. As you guys can see, Twan was at Mel's event yesterday that was in Florida. And look, your girl, Twan, got your girl, Chit Chat, a special shout out. I appreciate you, sis. Congratulations to you on all that you're doing with your weight loss journey. You look absolutely amazing, and so does Mel. But look at this, guys. Security was on deck, baby, when it comes to Melody Cherie. Now, not just this security guard, but also the other security guard that we see with Mel when she's at home. But you guys take a look at some behind the scenes. Take a look at my special shout out. Thank you so much again, Twan, and thank you, Melody Cherie. Yay! You have some of these boys in prison all the time. Okay, let me pause that real quickly. I'm gonna take it back a couple seconds, but I also want you guys to listen to the message that Mel is speaking about right here on this stage. Hold on, you guys listening to that chit chat with QT. Oh, one more again. Hold on. Thank you, Twan. All right, here we go.
So you wonder why you have some of these boys in prison all the time, in jail, in and out of jail all the time. You got these girls out here falling in love and giving it up to anybody who will say you pretty. Because there's some things that have been internalized that we are not giving them a safe space to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna pause right there. Okay, Twan, you guys go to Tracy. Twan, I will share your video after this live. But if you are already subscribed, Twan just put in the comment section that she posted the entire speech on her page. I will share it. But baby, words that Mel just spoke. Messing around with these nappy head earth little boys and all of that. And we do need to make sure that young women, and I'm gonna get into that when I go to Wanda, have a safe space. And you don't have to put up with just anything. But let's continue real quickly. We looking good on time. All right, hold on, guys. One more again. Almost over. Okay, so that's it. Thank you again, Tuan. I appreciate you so much. And we will go over to your page. I know I will as soon as we are done to watch the full video. Let's see. Where do I want to start, child? Well, on the thumbnail, I do have Wanda and child in my Kimmy's voice. Raymel, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. Good afternoon to you. In my Kimmy voice, child, I suffered through it for everybody. Do you hear me? Late last night, watched Wanda's video. I took a lot of notes. Well, not a lot, but enough. And I'm just gonna say this on the real, to not even be messy in this moment. Wanda, you need to seek help. You need some therapy. I don't know if you need grief therapy or something, but obviously you are grieving and you're taking your anger out on the wrong people, namely Melody Cherie. In that video, Wanda was crying or getting emotional, not this one, excuse me, getting emotional. And we've never seen that from Wanda. And I think I'm just going to say this. I don't know. I don't know. But it is my opinion that guilt and that conscious, whatever, is eating Wanda up. I mean it. That's all that I saw. The guilt of the things that she know that she has said and done when it comes to, and I really wish that he can rest in peace, when it comes to Kiki. And Wanda, you can't do that. You cannot go back and try to blame Mel for everything that transpired. You cannot do that. And you definitely can't blame her for the things that came out of your mouth when it comes to your own family. Your own family. And I'm just gonna say this: if she talk about anything else going forward, I'm not touching it because I see where this is going. And poor representation, number one, as an elder, you are or should be an example to your kids and grandkids and great or whatever the case may be. And it was just a mess. It was just a mess. And it's been a mess. However, I do think that her conscience is effing with her. Yes, Stephanie. Stephanie said that guilt is eating her arse up. I agree. But let's get into some points. And I'll say this right off the top. You also, Wanda, got to be careful. Well, I get to that. Some of the key points that I took is, and get some help, honestly. Get off of YouTube before I get into anything. Get off of YouTube and go sit down with a counselor. You ain't got to listen to me, but I'm just telling you, you need some help. Honestly, it was like watching a train wreck. And it's just not a good look. It's not. But anyway, she said that the reason why she started disliking Mel is because Mel put Tisha out of her event. So you guys remember the event. I'm not sure if that was a Mimosas with Mel. But anyway, you guys remember the goofy looking officer and Tisha had on like a little polka dress or whatever. I remember vividly. And I also think that I know why Tisha was put out, Wanda. Now, we went back and we watched Love and Marriage Huntsville season 1, episode 2, a couple weeks ago. In that episode, Tisha was overly excited about Martell cheating on Mel. Tisha made sure to say it again, Wanda. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 1, episode 1 leading into 2. Honestly, Embrace event. Thank you. Thank you. It was the Embrace event. Thank you. Hey, Simply Beautiful. So that's where all of that, when it comes to the cheating and all of that being brought to the forefront, started, Wanda. And then whatever led up to that, Simply Beautiful is here. She could tell me that played a part in, I believe. I don't know because I'm not in Mel's head. Of Mel, first of all, she wasn't invited. Tisha just said recently that's why she didn't go to something else that Mel had this season, because she didn't have a personal invitation to the podcast. And if Mel don't invite her personally, she not going. But that's not enough, in my opinion, Wanda, for you to hate somebody. And you hate Mel. Make no mistake about it. I also have on this screen screenshots of people all coming to blows. Martell, Marceau, Mel, Wanda. All of that stemmed from you, Wanda. All of that stemmed from you. And you expect to be able to do and say everything, and you expect people not to say anything back. Secondly, your daughter is grown. But anyway, she brought up how she like Mel brought Kiki on the show to destroy their family. And again, this is the last time that I want to talk about Kiki when it's mixed in. Not that I want to, that I am. This is the last time that I am, because I too want to let her rest in peace. But Wanda, you know the story, just like we know the story, that Kiki was one of the first choices that they asked to be on the show. And you know that your daughter and her husband are the ones that went and blocked that. They told Mel and Martell, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Lock your medicine cabinet up. All of the above. Everything that I'm saying is alleged in my own opinion and my own memory. But that story has been floating around forever. You also said Kiki wanted to come on the show. So if Kiki wanted to come on the show and Kiki was on the show, I don't see how that's Mel's fault. She also said again that she was only brought on there to destroy their family. Mel said recently in that last episode with her and Kiki, and she said several times before that she always told Kiki that you should come on this show, talk about your life, talk about your addiction, talk about all of that. And Wanda, this is where I'm a little confused, because if Kiki decided not to, how is that Mel's fault or anybody else's fault for that matter? Um, but she said that, she called Mel all type of bees and all of that. She said she don't give a damn if there's a court order or anything else. She said that Mel talked about Tisha like a dog before the show or whatever. And it's my opinion. I think that the relationship, friendship, or whatever ship between Mel and Tisha wouldn't be rocky or anything else if Wanda was not involved. Again, Tisha is grown. She grown. Let that grown plus woman handle her affairs. They are also on a reality TV show. I think a lot of people forget that. So on reality TV, you will have some aspects of drama to keep people like myself looking and everybody else that watch. I don't see what's up. But she said that Mel knew Kiki was addicted. Said Mel didn't want Kiki to talk about her own situation in life. And again, I just mentioned how Mel said out of her own mouth, even on the show, that she did. And rest in peace to Kiki. But even Destiny said before, there's a lot of stuff that they filmed me that didn't make the show. You got to take all that up, Wanda, with Kingdom Reign. Even Kiki said before there were scenes that she filmed with her family, and and all of that. It didn't make the cuts. And it's nobody that's editing these videos and all of that but Kingdom Reign. Kingdom Reign. Again, I think guilt is eating her up. She said the reason why, that this is where I say, no, this needs some help. The reason why her family is at odds today is because of Mel. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Wanda, you have come out here and talked about her body. You talked about Kiki's mother, her husband. I wouldn't know none of this if it wasn't for me being in Wanda's bushes listening sometimes. Her husband is a white man and he got a son, or they got a son. I don't even know, but I know the things that Wanda said about them were disgusting. The things that Wanda said about Kiki was disgusting. Any internal drama, Wanda, it starts with drama. Because look, behind the scenes, you could have said everything to everybody. If you had a problem with Kiki's mother or whomever else, you could have said that they face behind the scenes or called them or whatever. But when you chose to bring it out here on YouTube or Instagram and everywhere else, no, ma'am, you cannot blame anybody else for that. And your conscience is not going to be cleared until you accept some type of accountability. Really. Um, she says she hasn't seen nobody else bring family on the show, and all of this happened. All of this happened, Wanda. You can just look at the screenshots because your mouth. Because your mouth. We've seen though other family members being brought on the show for drama, namely Marceau and Maurice's brother, the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs guy. I feel like Betty, Stormy's mother, was brought on for drama as well. And Wanda, if you just look at the two that I just mentioned, guess what they both share that you share? A dislike slash hatred for Mel. They were brought on the show. Now your niece came on the show, and whatever came out of her mouth, it came out of her mouth. She even said that And when it comes to that pajama party, I remember somebody, no, I ain't got to say somebody. I remember in that scene, Stormy was the first person that asked about Kiki and Tisha. Go back and watch Wanda. But naturally, she wants to blame Mel. She said that a whole lot about Marceau. I'm not even going. I was about to read something. I'm not even going to read that because it was just nonsense. It was nonsense. When it comes to Mel and Marcus and everything else, it was nonsense. Wanda, you got to be careful. That is slander. Though that can most likely Wanda be proven to be false. And I know you said you don't mind going to court, but who really wants to go to court? It's okay if you don't like people. Just go ahead on about your business. But spewing hatred continuously is just not a good look for me. But again, said she wasn't mad because Kiki wanted to be on the show. So if that is the case, Wanda, if she wanted to be on the show and she was on the show and she was qualified to be on the show, if you ask me, you know, professor and all of that, in spite of whatever challenges that she may have faced in life, I think she had just as much right to be on that show as anybody else. But the reason why Wanda is not on the show is, again, Wanda, for the videos that you're making and what you see right on the screen. I think a couple of us early on, she mentioned when she first came on the show. It wasn't planned. They were at Kimmy and Maurice's wedding, and you guys remember the scene after, and Marceau didn't have on his red wedding ring, and she just, being in other folks' business. I get your daughter, but she's the one said, "Where the hell your wedding ring at? Did you lose it at the strip club or whatever?" That's how Wanda came to be. That's how we came to know her. And I think a lot of us did get a chuckle then. I'm not chuckling now, and I haven't been for quite some time. Because for me, clearly, it's hatred. It's hatred. I think that Tisha can handle herself, Wanda, even when it comes to her husband. So she spoke on Marceau as well in that video last night. And somebody called her out. Shoot. Was it? I don't know. Dog it. I think it was giving you the real tea. Called Wanda out by saying, I'm trying to think of what Wanda said because I didn't see the video. That no, Wanda, you can't blame that on everybody else that's talking about Marceau cheated. You said it before as well. Well, Wanda tried to clear that up last night. Well, if I did say that, I meant before marriage. What? Wanda, you came out here and you said that that man was a dog. You said that last night too. I thought he was a dog. Now, if this is coming from Tisha's mama, Wanda, you don't expect to talk about that. You don't expect that to make rumbles out in the streets. SKREETS. This is Tisha's mama saying that this man didn't come in at night. He used to come in at 4-5 o'clock in the morning, wasn't wearing his wedding ring. He was a dog before Tisha got married to him. You didn't like him at all. All of that came from Tisha's mother, that man's mother-in-law. And you don't think that we gonna talk about that? So it's okay for Wanda to say it, but Mel, don't you say that shit. Ariane, don't you say it. Martell, don't you say it, but I can say it. No, that's not how it works. Wanda, you have, even in that video last night, talked about Martell cheating on Mel, but what's crazy to me is you try to make that her fault. Like she wasn't doing something. Then it's just a mess. My whole head is just crazy. Because then later on, she said, if you wanted to be happy, Martell, you should have stay married, stay with your wife. Stay. Okay, which one is it? Would he have been happier with his wife, or was he in love with AC You need to stop saying that as well, Wanda. I think you say that to get a reaction. Mel divorced the Negro. She don't care. If she did, she would have done exactly what you keep suggesting, that she stayed in that marriage in spite of what he's doing. No, you ain't got to have no respect for yourself. You married. No, you ain't got to. So my daughter already said that everybody in Huntsville know about the chick and the matching BMWs and all that. But Mel, don't you leave, girl, because the goal is to be married. It's crazy. And I'll say this, Wanda, most women, I promise you, most women can get and keep a man, married or not, because that seems to be a bragging point for Wanda. She also said, it's a lot of them biatches over there. They not married. They got divorced. Yes, a lot of them that left no good Negro. A lot of them that chose self. It's a lot of them that got self-respect. And guess what? If you're not going to respect me, you're going to take your earth on. It's a lot of women that's like that, Wanda. But it's also a whole lot of women over here that are happily married for years. But for you to not create what Mel said in that clip that Twan sent me, a safe space for younger girls, me, your daughter, because if the Negro was a dog before he married her, I'm just wondering, did you think that stopped? Did you think that, what happened? Abracadabra? If Maurice came out and said he slept with 6 women in one night, I mean, is it somebody putting spells on folks down there in Huntsville? What happened? Just because they said I do, that means that the behaviors have changed? And you, out of your own mouth, said that man was a dog. You said that. So the beauty is not in just being married. And women are not out here, not if you got in your right mind, mad and hate men because of whatever went on in their household. Again, a lot of us can catch a Negro before we can down a cab, catch a bus. There's a lot of women that can do that, Wanda. And I've said this before. If Wanda is able to keep a man, I'm just over here shaking my head. If Wanda is able to keep a man, girl, we can keep him. I promise you. We can keep him too. But you want to make it seem like a woman that chooses self is weak. You're weak because that man makes you. And I'm afraid, Wanda, that some of your beliefs, you've put that in your own daughter's head. I don't know what Marceau is doing. I know if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, quack, quack, quack. I don't know what he's doing. I could care less. And I don't want her to leave her husband unless she wants to. But I damn sure don't want her to stay in anything just to say she's married. Because that's the message that Wanda sends. And I'm sure you got granddaughters, again, nieces, younger ladies and girls that's looking up to you, and you just gonna say, as long as it's in-house, you shouldn't even be mad at Martell, because that's what he was trying to sell to Mel. You should have kept our business in our household. Is that happiness? Is that happiness? You got a loudmouth trick that was out here on a daily basis, going live, posting pictures, talking about Mel, all of that, and she's weak from leaving that. I don't get it. I really, really don't. The beauty is realizing your worth, okay? And it's a lot of people that cheat. And in some situations, look, what did Andrew Caldwell say? Who am I to judge? Well, no, he said something else. But look, if people want to work on their marriages, and male or female cheating, whatever the case may be, if it's something that you guys can come together, but it has to come with change behavior, then that's your business. But I be damned if The norm is now going to be as long as you marry you somebody. No, no, no. And I'll say this before I go. Martell had right, every right to go off on Marceau. Wanda, if you can remove your anger, because even in that video, she ain't know if she wanted to be mad at Martell, mad at Ariane, then swing it back around. He loved her. She was doing something right for him. And you know, girl, I was so confused. I was so confused. But Martell had every right, and Ben had every right to come back and say something back to Marceau. Marceau been joking about the downfall of Mel and Martell's marriage or marriage in Tisha's voice for years. For years. And I don't know why he got so comfortable. Because I knew the day most likely was going to come. It wouldn't have come if they would have went back into business with Martell and all of that. But Martell ain't got shit to lose no more. He ain't got nothing to lose. But he had every right to go back at Marceau. He did. Every right. But Wanda, you want to be the spokesperson. And, you know, no shade, no shade, no shade. If you want to come out here and be the spokesperson, people got to be able to really understand what you're speaking. It's hard, sis. It's hard, Wanda. It's really hard to understand where you're trying to go. But if I were you, I would take some time out and I would get my mental together, because honestly, you lost 3 loved ones in a month's time, and you to come on YouTube and we remember. We remember. So the last thing, if I were you, and I know some of the things that I said to my own family, the last thing that I would do is keep that conversation going. You know, Mel's fan base is solidified. Most ain't going nowhere. So it really don't matter what was said, what was done. I'll say this. If Mel has an exchange on Love and Marriage Huntsville where it's a argument between, let's say, her and Destiny, her and Stormy, her and whatever. Again, number one, it's a reality TV show. But number two, she has a right to go back at people that go at her. I know that she appears or carries herself that her maturity level is much older, but nah, they all around the same age. She got a right to go back. She got a right to cuss Marceau out, Martell out, Tisha out. They got a right to go back and forth with each other without the mamas getting involved. Miss Van don't get involved. And your daughter's grown. And I think that people would really, really have a lot more respect for Tisha if Tisha was able to handle her own affairs. Tisha said she didn't told her mama, look, I got it. I'm grown. Wanda, you know, your daughter is grown. She's a grown earth, almost midlife, headed towards 50-year-old woman. She's in her 40s. And it don't look right if mama got to come out here and say this or say this and say this and say that. They on a reality TV show. We going to talk about what we see on this show. For me, I talk about what I see on that show. Or if they go live or what, you know, I'm going to talk about that. But other than that, nobody is picking with Tisha. And even Tisha said that her and Mel were, for the sake of this show, trying to start over. They meeting up at coffee shops and plant shops and filming scenes together. They'll never be able to do that with you, Wanda. People almost can't. Then there was a little threat that you put in there, and I gotta go. There was a little threat that you put in there. I'm glad I went back and listened to it. But you said that all of this is making you more upset. I forgot the word that you used, but it wasn't the correct one. And when you're this upset, you gonna either do something or you gonna send somebody to do something. You better be careful, Wanda. That was a threat. But went back and listened. You said it in a general way. But again, who else you talking about during the whole video? It was one person. It was one person. So I can guarantee you these feelings that she's upset with Martell, they not going to last. Because all Martell got to do is come out here and say something wrong about Mel. Wanda going to be right back on the bandwagon. Wanda has forgiven Martell. Wanda has forgiven Ariane. Ariane Curry is the one that said that Marcel been messing around with her friend for 9 straight years. Wanda says she still want to see Ariane on the show. I bet you don't. I bet you don't want to see on that show if the conversation is about who Marcel been with for 9 years, according to Ariane. So it's clear, it's sad, and I really, really do hope that Tisha will tell or recognize that maybe my mama need a little grief counseling. I don't think you're going to get the opportunity, Wanda, to sit down and talk to Dr. Francis on the show, but obviously you need some counseling. You know, you expect to come out here and say all this stuff, and then when Mel say something back, and then when she threatened court because she just sick of you, that's a problem. Leave the girl alone. Go on about your business. You don't have to like her. You don't have to like her. She don't have to like you. We all don't have to like each other. But damn, it's giving obsessed. It's giving obsessed. So I apologize, y'all. We got over 800 and something that were in the live. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you guys hit that like button for me. Say a quick little prayer for my manager. She gonna be off work for the next couple of weeks, and I touched on that with you guys. She's heavy on my heart, but I'm gonna be okay. But thank you, Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie, I'll be back your way. Tawan, I will share that video as soon as we're done. Thank you again, sis. I appreciate you. Shout out again to the 2 Cutie Crew sisters. Cutie Crew, when we meet this week, we're gonna give away some scrubs. And I'm on the road to 25K. Once I get to 25K, I'm gonna have some type of 25K giveaway. So share my video with your friends. Thank you guys so very much for joining for this power hour. We also may, probably not tonight, Wednesday night. I don't know. Cutie Crew, I'll be talking to you guys. We got to go back and look at Love and Marriage Huntsville season 1, episode 3, and all of that. So we'll chat about it. But thank you. Bye, Angela Richardson. Shout out to the Cutie Moms. I saw Tyra peek her head up in here. Shout out to the Cutie Moms. Shout out to the Cutie Crew. Shout out to each and every one of you. Your girl got a new little snippet. Where my snippet at before I go? Where's my snippet, child?
What's up? Chit chat with QT. Hey, y'all.
Got a new little snippet. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Doris, thank you so very much. Thank you, Doris, for the super chat on my way out the door. I will have a blessed day on purpose. I hope you do as well. I hope all of you do. We will be chatting soon, maybe tonight, depending on what breaks off. If I ain't got nothing to do, and if it's some breaking news, you guys may see me later on tonight for another power hour. But I love you guys. Bye, Dr. Minnie. Bye. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.